joining us for news updates at 2. My name is Tandy Wenzumara. The Catholic bishops of the United States have launched an appeal for President Joe Biden to commute the sentences of the men on federal death row before the end of his term. This came just a day after Pope Francis invited everyone to pray for inmates on death row in the United States. In their appeal, the United States bishops say President Joe Biden has an extraordinary opportunity to advance the cause of human dignity by commuting all federal death sentences to terms of imprisonment and sparing the lives of the 40 men currently on federal death row. President Lazarus Chakwera is set to return to Malawi this afternoon following his official visit to the United Arab Emirates, where he was invited by the President of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The purpose of his visit was to engage in discussions regarding the government-to-government fuel procurement system and enhance bilateral relations between the two nations. During his time in the UAE, Chakwera participated in a series of dialogues with Sheikh Al Nahyan focusing on the government-to-government fuel procurement agreement, then an initiative aimed at transitioning Malawi from an open tender market to ensure a steady fuel supply in the country. Government has said it will work hand-in-hand with labor export agents despite having a direct agreement between the government of Malawi and the Israel government. Leader of the House and Parliament Richard Chimamanda made the remarks in Parliament when he was answering questions from parliamentarians on behalf of the Minister of Labour on the Malawi-Israel labor export agreement. Parliamentarian for Zomba Central Besta Awani had asked the Minister of Labour to explain why there is a reduction of job offers in Israel and how the labor export agreement works. Second Deputy Speaker Aisha Adams was leading the proceedings. And in other news, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu entered a Tel Aviv courthouse on Tuesday to take the stand for the first time in a long-running corruption trial that will likely force him to juggle between the courtroom and war room for weeks. Netanyahu arrived around 10 o'clock in the morning while a few dozen protesters gathered outside, some of them supporters and others demanding he do more to negotiate the release of some 100 hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza. Charged with bribery, fraud, and breach of trust, Netanyahu will testify 3 times a week, the court said, despite the Gaza war and possible new threats posed by wider turmoil in the Middle East, including in neighboring Syria. And that is about what we had time for in this edition of our news updates at 2. My name is Tandy Wenzumara.